Hello, welcome to today's immigration tidbit. Well, first of all, if you overstayed for 4 years, at the moment you left, you would have been subject to the 10-year bar. Okay, that means that minus anything else, and without doing any waivers, you would have had to have waited 10 years in order to come back without, issues. So, I first would need to know when you left the United States. If you left more than 10 years ago, then there's no issue with the 10-year bar. However, I suspect that you left sooner than 10 years ago, which means that you are subject to the 10-year bar, which means unless you want to wait the 10 years to be able to file and come in, you're going to need to do a waiver. So, what a waiver is, it's a whole package. My firm, we do the attorney cover letter, declaration, affidavit, supporting evidence, psychological report on the USA or the lawful permanent resident spouse showing the hardship. And that has to be submitted along with the consulate processing package. And if all approved, then essentially what they're saying is forget about the 10 years. We'll agree to let you in sooner. So, your spouse will need to petition you, and if you had zero problems, the whole consulate processing petition with a spouse takes a year to a year and a half, give or take, and sometimes longer these days, depending what consulate you're at. But like I said, in addition to that, you're going to most likely have to do the waiver of the 10-year bar. So you do the normal governmental processing of the I-130. It gets transferred to the National Visa Center. It stays there for a bit, and then once you submit what you need, it goes to the U.S. Consulate where you're going to be processing. You will then need to submit the waiver of the 10-year bar. That's going to add more or less another 6 months to the whole process. So it does add up a bit, okay? But if you don't do it, you won't get started. And if you don't do it properly, you're going to wait all this time and it'll ultimately just be rejected. So, don't try to come into the U.S. illegally. Don't try to pretend you're not going to come in to get the green card. Do it the right way. Do the consulate processing and the waiver. And then everything, if it's done properly, should go through smoothly. Okay.